Okay, so let's go for the stream. Well, today I'm going to stream a bit of World of War because I wanted to do a cool stream. I didn't wanted to continue something. This is very loud in my ears. Yep. Okay, so I didn't wanted to continue The Sims 2. I didn't wanted to begin another series. Like, I was thinking about Animal Crossing today. Didn't wanted to do that, so I'm going to play a bit of World of War. For those who don't know the game, it's basically like you're in a world and strange phenomena start to begin to occur, and you have to stop them. Like, this is the end of the world. Like, you have to, I think it's five investigations to do about paranormal activities, and you have to investigate them to get rid of them, to find the truth about them. And once you've got the 5, you have to go in the lighthouse to basically stop the end of the world. So I've been playing before, but there has been a series of uploads, not uploads, of new things in the game, so I wanted to play it. So I don't have my continue, which is okay for me, so I'll have to start from the beginning, so that's what I'm going to do. So let's go. Would you like to customize your next playthrough look? Continue, I'm cool with that. So basically, spine-chilling story is like the tutorial of the game. Extracurricular activity is more of a, like, I think it's some sort of like easy mode. You don't have to do, like, I think it's only three investigations to do before going into the regular quick play. So normally you just go in quick play and you randomize everything. So that's what I'm going to do. So we have easy, random, normal, or hard. I'm going to play on normal because the game can be quite challenging sometimes, so I'm just going for a quick play. I don't know which character I'm going to have. There are like, I think it's like 8 or more characters. So I don't have them all. I have like 6 or 7. And that's it. So the introduction, so something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. So, for those who are familiar with Cthulhu, Lovecraft, and I forgot the name of the. It's very famous. I think it's. I'm going to look. So, the rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new unknown threats. All gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. So, I'm just going to look real quick. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, You'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. Yeah, so it's Junji Ito. So the oral work of Junji Ito. That's the name of the guy. I forgot. I shouldn't have. But hey, an old train slows down and stops at this last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you've finally arrived in the doomed town. So let's go. So, what's our curse? The eternal web. Well, this is going to be annoying. So, Clark Atoratsu is once again awakening from its slumber. Blinded by its impossible to satisfy hunger, it has started to tear down the walls of its cocoon prison. Stop it before it devours us all. So this old god's rule is that I cannot escape from combat, which can be annoying because sometimes I don't want to fight or I'm not I don't have the strength to fight. So okay, who is our character? It's the girl. Let me just see. Okay. So no weapon. Skin removal. Deals 5 damage but costs 3 reason. So here is my stamina. Here is my reason. If one of them it's 0, I die. End of the game. So it's not my first time, but please stop. Okay, I'm going to explain myself. So my home. Check my mailbox, it's empty. So there is those strange things here. So not currently investigating any weird mystery. So I can save. I can change clothes. Do I have the Teen Witch casual shirt? Transfer girl. Going to be a Teen Witch. Why not? So I can go and look through my peephole, and so it is. So this is going to be a lot of these, like strange events, creepy things, and this is the basic of World of Horror. You have to feel uneasy when you play the game because sometimes the sprites of some enemies are so disturbing. So someone is standing in the shadows, watching your door. So yes, thank you. And I'm going to start a new mystery. So inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there is something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any orders. Beware, your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. So yeah, what you do in one mystery is going to have an effect on the other. So we've got alarming account of abnormal arms, horrible history of household hell, far-out fable of a fear festival, curious case of a contagious coma, and vicious verses of a violent vigil. So I'm going to go with the first one, because there's only one ending in this one. I remember when it started. The woman next door was strangled to death in her bed with no sign of forced entry. The killer was never found, and the apartment remained vacant. So let's go for it. To end this mystery, so I have to investigate the circle location to progress, but I can do whatever I want. So for example, so my strength is 5, my dexterity is 7, my perception is 7. So these stats are important because I'm going to go for, so where it is, the seaside and the hardware store. I have 4 found. Please tell me I can buy something good. So, strength. Strength, strength, flashlight, kind of acid. I'm going to buy the hammer. And I hope I can do things with it. So this is my weapon. So that's what I generally do. In the beginning of my playthrough, I go to the seaside and I buy something from the hardware store. Because they've got pretty cool weapons. So whenever I need a good weapon, I go for it. But sometimes characters cannot handle these weapons really well, so I'm ending up like losing a bit of time in combat. So I'm going to go downtown. So each time I investigate a location, there's going to be a random event, and I'm going to have the choice between several choices. So yeah, to get in restaurant. So yep, sometimes there are no choices and you end up with something bad. Like despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. And now I'm going to be at risk in this location. So my location threat meter is here. Like here it's on low, so I'm going to have Malus and Canvas. But I need to go in the apartments. So let's go. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up! Shouts the deep voice from behind the door. I know you're there. So we can get closer to the door and ask what's the matter, or call the police. I'm going to get closer to the door, and I failed. Before you can answer, the door's letterbox suddenly opens, and an unknown invader tries to look inside. You lurch back in shock. The man sees you and tries to get in, screaming curses the whole time. A neighbor calls the police, and the attacker escapes from your apartment building. So I failed this dexterity check. So even though I've got pretty high dexterity, I failed, which is bad. So I lose 2 reasons. You notice the odd placement of ventilation shafts. They seem too small for anyone to crawl through, though. So I need to continue investigating the apartments. You find an envelope lying on the pillow in your bedroom. Inside is cash and a note from someone who has been watching you. They wish you luck in your task and promise to meet you soon. Just how did this envelope end up in your bedroom? So I gain 2 founds, but I lose 1 reason because of this event. Should interview the neighbors. Maybe you'll discover something the police missed. Putting your arm in that hole was a bad idea. Seeing the big spider escape, you hope it wasn't poisonous. So I got injured. So injuries are also something in the game, so I got bitten. So hopefully it will go away on its own. I'm thinking this is not going to go well. Surely this is going to go bad. And I might want to go to the hospital and check it by the doctor, because sometimes injury can be like minor and they go away, but sometimes they are minor but they get worse. Like this one could be worse. Like I could be like having eggs, spider eggs, under the skin of my character. That wouldn't surprise me from the game. One neighbor is complaining about the underwear missing. So let's continue to investigate here. I'm losing all my reason. This is kind of bad. You wonder what kind of animal in the spider coats in its web. You scare away the annoyed predator and rip open the cocoon to reveal a human finger. Yeah, money is more important than charisma. So once again, excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our real Lord and Savior? The day of reckoning is coming, says the voice on the other side of the line. You definitely don't like the way the man on the other side of the line puts an accent on real. Hello, are you still there? I'm going to hang up. And I lost one reason. Yes. Let's check the building plan to find out if there is a place where all the vents connect. So we are getting pretty close of the end. Vending machine. Wandering through an empty corridor, you find an old vending machine. You don't recognize the brands of the sodas inside, but you really could use a drink, so get the most expensive one. The taste seems a little hard, but you enjoy the drink anyway. And that's the end of the investigation. Once you reach the target location, you cannot go back anywhere, so you have to investigate. Every room is connected by vents coming from the unused boiler room. Could it be? You enter the dark boiler room and trip over pipe. Cursing, you find a light switch and gasp in horror. It's not a pipe at all. It's a long rubbery arm coiling around the room and ending in a ventilation shaft. Coming closer, you can smell something vile and rotten. Well, you almost fall to the ground when you see the wide, open stare of the dead pervert, his elongated limbs stretching and disappearing in dense darkness. After the police arrived, the whole building was searched. Following the arms, detectives find a body of a man stuck in a ventilation shaft. Later, he is identified as the building caretaker. In his closet, police finds pieces of underwear and voyeur photos of the tenants. Well, this is nice. You are questioned thoroughly and eventually released as the murder case is being covered up as a case of unfortunate gas leak. So I gain 30 EXP, I lose 3% of Doom, I gain 1 reason and 1 stamina, and 1 day is passing. So Doom. The counter of Doom, if it reaches 100%, you lose. It's like the time left before the end of the world is coming. So, this is one mystery. Each time you resolve a mystery, there is going to be a new effect in town. So, the old gold stairs. Roads closed. Roads leading out of town were closed by the police. You'll have to find a new way out. So this one, I've never found what is its effect. I don't know. Oh, okay. So, yeah, this is logical. Village, mansion, and forest costs 1% do more. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing in there? Oh, I didn't check my background, but I guess it's the normal one. Because you can do the background. I do not remember where it is supposed to be. I think this is it. So yeah, you have a background for each time. So I can take a bath. So taking a bath is going to either give me a bonus of EXP, yeah, extra stamina, gain of stamina or gain of reason. So I need reason. So 1 point of reason. Get. So next one, I'm going to go for the curious case of a contagious coma. Going to do this one. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People trying to wake up the patients. People trying to wake the patients up result in with them falling into a coma themselves. A whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated for the comatose. Is there anything connecting these people, and how did this strange illness start? So, we also have the side quest. The side quests in this game, like in this mystery, in any mystery, it can get us a new ending. So here, the side quest, I'm going to do it. Investigate the village location twice to complete this quest. So before doing anything, I'm going to go to the village. I'm going to investigate it. I have 5 funds. Dark forces came against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. And I'm getting... So, that's what I was talking about. My wound was infected. Got infected. So now I've got a malice in dexterity and perception, so I have to go to the doctor. And cursed... Okay, so cursed signs. So there are curses too. Some curses can be annoying. Some other can be like this one. I don't use spells that much, so not with this character at least. So this one isn't bothering me at all. But the infected wound is bothering me because dexterity is the time you take for an action in combat. So if you lose dexterity, you're getting pretty fucked in combat. So I'm going to go to the hospital, enter the hospital. Doctor's office. Okay, so... Okay. So I treated my infected wound, and it costed me 2 pounds, but I had like 5, so this was nothing for me. I'm going back to the village because I need to thank you. As you walk through the village, crops waver in the breeze, following your every movement. -2 reason. Thank you, game. An old man from the village hands you a package. This should help you understand the illness. So I got the dust of seeing. Momentarily renders invisible creatures partially visible. And if I use it, it sets enemy power to 0. What's it? So let's check the news report about this weird disease and try to find the cause before more people fall asleep. So let's go for it. I have to investigate the school. You enter the kitchen. Even though it's abandoned and the lights are off, something is cooking in a large pot. You don't like the smell of it. I'm going to search for a weapon. Nice. So, perception check was a failure. It looks like someone has taken all the knives from the kitchen. The mere thought of it makes you feel very uneasy. -2 reason. Reports mention a patient 0. Who could they be? Going to investigate downtown now. The investigation is taking a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads. What? +4% doom. Nice. You have to sneak into the hospital and borrow the patient 0's information. So let's go to the hospital. While taking an elevator, you get a terrible feeling as if something bad is about to happen. I'm going to die. Luck check failure. Elevator doors open, revealing a black mass of eyes and teeth pouring into the elevator, biting and suffocating you. Later, you wake up in the doctor's office. A nurse discovered you lying unconscious on the elevator floor. -3 reason. So I need to get a level and to get more, like to get back some reason. You've got the name and address. Let's get out of here. This is a battle. You stumble upon a nurse trying to open a door to the intensive care unit, constantly mumbling something. When she turns around, her face makes you scream in horror. So this is a door nurse. So please tell me I can do... Okay. So basically what I'm doing in combat, well, I'm doing 1 dodge, so I raise my evasion. I use the attack boost to get a better chance to hit the enemy, and then I attack with the normal hit, because my base chance to hit is 43%. So with the 3 boosts, it gets to 73, which is better. And I missed. So I'm going to do it again. What's this? Oh, I can save the... This is new. I think I can... Okay, I can save the combat sequence, so... She hits me. Nice. I missed again, and she... So I have a 73% chance to hit, and I hit her once. So I'm probably going to die. Okay, so maybe I can manage to win. Okay, so I missed, she missed. Nope. Load. Dodge. I have one reason left. If I... Okay, so... Well, I think I'm dead. So I'm going to just use that, and... So I killed, and... That encounter was the final straw. Your mind has snapped, and you've been locked up in an asylum. It would be comforting to accept that you were insane, that no old god is awakening to devour humanity. But the drugs haven't made these horrors disappear. So yeah, this is pretty challenging. But I was unlucky. I was very unlucky. I missed too much of my moves. Like with the 73% chance to hit, I missed like 3 or 4 times in a row, so that shouldn't have happened. I should have been able to hit her before, and if I have hit her, I would have won, but I didn't, and I couldn't run away, so you've perished. Okay, so going to... I don't know why, but the game recenter, like it center itself every time, so yes. So new story, continue, quick play, we already know that. So what's my curse today? Banished to the other dimension long time ago, Geyser has found a way to use mirrors to ensnare and teleport its prey straight through the glasses. Glimpses of horror lurking behind your reflection are just the beginning. So, resting at home raises doom. Which is nice, because if I'm getting like pretty badly injured, I will be resting at my home and I'm going to get more doom for it. Once again I got her. I don't know why, but okay. Let's just jump back to... So we've got, once again, the alarming accounts of abnormal arms. Vicious verses of a violent vigil. Chilling chronicle of a crimson cape. This one, and this one. are going to be pretty hard, because I think this one I can manage to do it without losing too much stamina or reason, but these ones at the end I have to battle with the boss. Yep, this one too. This one too, if I do it like I'm supposed to do it, I can battle a boss. So I'm going to do this one because we were in the middle of doing it. So I'm going to go to the village and do it 2 times. An old man stops you and invites you into his house. You follow reluctantly, only to be amazed by the number of dusty old sorcery books inside. I can teach you a thing or two about magic, he says. Don't worry about payment. I'm sure we'll work it out in the future. I'm pretty sure if I accept, I'm going to get a spell. But if I refuse, I think I'm going to lose reason, because or stamina. I don't know. So I'm going to say yes. Okay. So the luck check was a success. So among the nonsense stories that the man told you, you've caught one thing that could be the truth. And I gain a spell. Oh, this one is a really good spell. So it deals 7 damage. It raises 3% doom, but 7 damage is huge. So I'm going to... Oh, I forgot that I could have, like... So this one in comparison, like, it does 3 damage and costs 2 reasons. It's not worth it. You've stumbled upon a forgotten bookstore in a small alley. The interior is cluttered with dusty old tomes, animal bones, weird vials, and stuffed exotic animals you don't even recognize. Can I help you? Asked the tiny man behind the counter. I have things that will surely help you in your quest. Buy a magic item. Package. I'm sure you'll make good use of it. So I've got the holy candle. +1 luck while held in the inventory. Use 2 reason. This is an item, a special item. I think it can help me in some events. So I got the Dust of Seeing. So let's go investigate the school. Black sludge. The corridor is flooded by a black sludge that's slowly oozing from under the door to the chemistry classroom. A damp, moldy stench grows as you get closer. How are you going to get to the other side? I'm taking a detour. Yep, better safe than sorry. Take the stairs up to another floor to avoid the sludge. Because I think with that character, it's a test on strength. So I think I wasn't going to pass it. So let's go to downtown. The investigation is starting to take a toll on your health. You feel like you're about to fall asleep standing up. How do you address your weakened state? Going to buy a coffee. This double frappe macchiato is a nice pick-me-up. So I'm losing 1 funds. Well, okay, so the investigation is taking a toll on you and I'm gaining 4% doom. You've got the name, the address. Yep, I was there. So this was the time I got attacked by the nurse. Someone has been branding the patients with occult symbols. Assume the worst. Branding like cattle. Are they preparing a feast for their eldritch master? Let's go downtown back. Suddenly, an empty bottle breaks on the wall behind you. You cover yourself from the glass fragments and notice a masked assailant holding a baseball bat. So this is a rioter. I'm not sure. Yep, 20 HP. I don't have a weapon, so I'm going to flee. I forgot to get a weapon, so run away, please. Ah, come on, I forgot to buy a weapon. This is going to be bad. I completely forgot to get a weapon. So, well, I mean, let's do this. Through the dirty restaurant window, you notice a shady-looking man wearing a jacket covered in strange symbols. He stops in front of a house, visibly nervous. Before he enters the house, he turns around and checks. As if... I don't know how to read today. As is checking for any unwanted followers. What could it mean? Follow it. Yes, minus 2% doom. The door is locked, but you repeat the knocking pattern the suspicious man used. A moment later, the door opens and a surprised teen with greasy hair asks who the hell you are. Mistaking these nerds for cultists sure is embarrassing, but deep inside you're relieved. This was only nerd. Go back to the hospital. When the patient came home one morning covered in scars and babbling about aliens, the police had them committed. They're mumbling something quietly as you pass by. Talk to them. Charisma check failure. You try reasoning with them to tell you what really happened, but it doesn't work. It takes 2 nurses to calm them down after they roughed you up. Okay, so I just got bitten by the police. Well, why not? There it is. Let's hope you find an answer here. You've managed to sneak through the floor, avoiding the police, and finally reached the quarantine wing, where all the coma patients were brought in. Their pulse is slowly weakening and the blood pressure dropping. You must hurry. So this is going to go bad, but I'm going to use the dust of seeing. Following the old man's advice, you throw the dust of seeing in the air. It reveals weird elongated monsters hanging from the ceiling, one above every bed. Each creature is connected to a patient with an undulating tendril. As you try to process editing, one of the disgusting creatures raises its head and looks in your direction. Prepare yourself. The creature, causing the contagious coma, plaguing your town, has taken notice of you. You must defend yourself or perish. Okay, so I need to find a weapon. Where it's here, and yep. This is going to go bad. I've nothing but a branch. So I'm going to... I have 70% of chance to attack. Please. Okay, so I could maybe have a chance. So I'm going to do that. Okay, let's go. Yes. I just need to dodge. You got me. He got me. I'm not doing any damage. Am I going to die once again? This is it, isn't it? This is it, I'm going to die. So... I just dodged. I misclicked. Come on, I just... So, okay. Okay, I'm going to die. I'm dead. I'm dead once again. Should have gone for playing a more chilly game. Like, not chilly, but I should have gone for a more peaceful game. I'm dead. I don't know why I'm continuing to combat. I'm just dead. Yeah, -5. I cannot recover from -5. Yep. That encounter was the finest row, blah 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 blah, so I did. This is annoying. So, once again, I'm going to restart. Don't ask, please. Please, don't fuck me this time. Yes, 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 I know. Okay, so... I don't like this one. The supposed cause of destruction of the Library of Alexandria, a perfect black marble statue, has been recently rediscovered and is currently waiting in the museum of our town for its premiere. Old gods rule. Both you and enemies deal extra damage. Thank you, game. Oh, and I hate this character. He's a smoker, so it needs to smoke in the game, and if it does not smoke once in a while, He got a status problem of withdrawal, which makes him weaker. So I really do not like this character. Yeah, try to act like a badass, I don't care. So we've got Macabre Memoir of Morbid Mermaids. And I did not want it to do that, but freaky feature of found footage. 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about local folklore and legends of the nearby forest. So I'm pretty sure this is a reference to Project Blair Witch. Now, on the first anniversary of the event, a suspicious man has started asking questions. He claims to be a private investigator hired by the parents of the students. Except the parents of your friends didn't hire him. Who is he? And what did the students discover out there? 3 students disappeared in the process. Okay, maybe you'll find a clue about their last known whereabouts in the school newspaper. So investigate school. So I have to smoke. The corridor is is going through. Perception check failure. You're too late to keep something from biting your ankle. It's not bleeding badly, but you worry about an infection if the black sludge gets into the wound. What? I got brain damage? Like -2 knowledge, +10% max reason. I'm fine with it because he isn't a great knowledge boy, but I'm going to get something from the store before I forgot. Crowbar. This is really good. I will travel the village to get the side quest done. A heat wave continues with record temperatures. Continuing the investigation takes more and more effort. I'm struggling today. Villager. The trail to an abandoned Shinto shrine is overgrown and steep. However, it could be an important place to investigate. Take the quick route. Okay, so +5 EXP from the strength check. Because you're in a hurry, you hike to the hilltop. Burnt out candle wax and dried blood around the shrine mean a new sinister cult has claimed the location. This is nice. I'm investigating the village, whereas I should be investigating the mansion. I hate myself. Following a suspicious person, you enter a cold rundown mansion room. It stinks like spoiled milk and has only 2 doors, one of which you came through. You can't see the strange man anywhere. Search the room, and I found the flashlight, which is going to give me +1 in perception. Oh, please don't tell me. Okay. I was like wondering if I was like getting nicotine withdrawal. So mansion again, please. There's a local legend about a heartbroken seamstress. One stormy night, she broke into the local inn and stitched the unsuspecting guests together. A final gruesome artwork. But that's just a legend, right? Check out the sewing machine. Nice. I've found you at last. The legends say the witch was buried alive for kidnapping and murdering 2 children. It points you in a specific direction, potentially saving you some time. Thank you. So let's go for it. The investigation is starting to take a toll. I'm going to buy a coffee. Everyone in the village is unsettlingly friendly. An old farmer points you to an old stone. The missing group supposedly started their forest trip there. Let's go to see it. What a nice picture. You had no idea that the funeral you've been invited to would end with the guests slashing their hands to feed the deceased with the blood. You stay at the back, shocked by how grotesque it is. Suddenly, the guests turn their heads in your direction. It's your turn now. Let's follow the awful tradition. As gruesome as it is, it's still a tradition. However, you can't shake the feeling that the deceased smiles slightly at you carefully cut your hand. Nice, I lost 1 stamina. So, looking back, one last time you continue deeper into the woods. So I'm going to go there. The trees overhead block the sunlight and you begin to feel gloomy. Nice. Following a trail of rotten fruits, you stumble on a small forest shrine. It's probably dedicated to some local spirit. The small statue looks alien and menacing. Destroy the shrine? Yes. You topple the evil-looking statue and discover a bundle of money beneath it. I mean, thank you for the 3 funds. All the path looks the same. Are you lost? I might be. While you walk through the crowded space, someone bumps into you and quickly apologizes. Realize what's happening. Perception check. Success. They stole your wallet. You quickly grab their arm and they drop it before disappearing in the crowd. Plus 5 EXP. Please let me go. The museum started hanging up posters promoting the Greek art exhibition. An hour of the danger. The opening night may prove to be the last night for all of us. Ithortu is coming and now you know the date. What nice. I'm at 18% of doom. You find a pile of human teeth lying on a nearby rock. Charming, isn't it? You follow the faint sound up to a telephone line pole. The moment you notice, The moment you notice giant hairy balls underneath it, they start to twitch and rise. Totoro. So, I should be good with my weapon. Yes, I'm good. I'm good with it. So I'm going to dodge, save. This, save. So load. And I cannot do that. Okay. So with this character, I should be good. Can do it 2 times. Yep. He's going to die. First combat gained. Well, I win. I won. This is nice. What is this counter? I don't know. But I'm now in nicotine withdrawal, which is not good. While wandering through the woods, you discover strange carvings on one of the trees, and by the look of them, they were made recently. Could they be connected with the current mystery? Try to decipher the signs. Failure. You can't tell what the strange symbols means. Wandering aimlessly in this forest, it will take you some time before you pick up the trails again. Well, thank you. I'm always happy to lose some time. In the forest, you hear faint whimpering in the distance. When we find it, you discover a wild dog held by the hind leg in a bear trap. The dog growls menacingly when you get closer. Help the dog. You free the dog, but the rusty mechanism snaps and the trap closes on your hand. Well, I mean, why not? I'm going to go all of the locations. Following the ghastly music, you find yourself in the forest. The sound is getting closer. Yay, it's the ribcage woman. This is a bit disturbing. And I cannot... Are you serious? Well, at least, please... Let's prepare a strong attack. Okay, so this is going to be bad pretty quick. The remote witch house seems empty. In the basement, however, you find a camera pointed at the large hole in the ground. The table next to the camera, you see 3 cassettes, each titled after one of your missing friends. Then you hear a curious sound coming from the hole. Let's peek inside. You kneel down and lean forward to see what's inside the hole. It takes a while to process what you're looking at. It's a gigantic eye staring right at you. Hypnotized, you continue to lean in, feeling weaker and weaker as the gargantuan beast lures you in. At the very last moment, the suspicious tall man grabs you by the collar. He explains he is a part of a cult protecting the house and the mysterious entity below it. You've got a bigger purpose than to die here, he says before knocking you out. You wake up a few hours later on a bus heading back to your town. Rewards I. The forest is restless. Plus 30 EXP plus 15 EXP. So I should get a level. Minus 3% doom. Plus 1 reserve stamina. Okay. All goals steer. The whole town stopped receiving any outside signal. It must be the radio mast failure. So what's... Okay. So I gained a level. Core strength. All combat moves deal an extra point damage. For getting spells. Occult signs. Okay. Going to regain a bit of stamina. I'm going to take that. Key. Oh, so this one is a new one. Bizarre Brutes of the blood-curdling botanist. This one, I've never done it. So I'm going to do the Vigil. You've received an official-looking letter. What does a law firm from Tokyo want from you? Struggle. Sorry about it. We regret to inform you of the passing of our client and your grand uncle. His funeral will be preceded by another night vigil as per the client's request. There's an address and the list of people expected to arrive. You don't recognize any of the names. Intrigued with... You decide to check it out yourself. What's the worst thing that could happen? Following the directions from the letter, you slowly fight your way through the overgrown forest path. The old mansion looks like it was torn down and rebuilt many times, but where's everybody? A sudden blast of heat grabs your attention. An older man standing next to you screams in pain as he is engulfed in the fire from seemingly nowhere. As other people start to panic and help the burned victim, you spot a hooded man standing in the distance. When she sees you, a hooded woman. I'm struggling. When she sees you, she starts to run. You can shake off the feeling that you were the target of this supernatural attack. Dexterity check success. The hooded woman disappears behind a corner. When you get there, she's gone. Already mixed in with the crowd. In a nearby dumpster, you find the sulfur-stinking hoodie and an envelope containing your photo plus a curious incantation plus spell. So I've got the Etho to Flame. It takes you some time, but you finally manage to find someone. Is that another guest? You should ask them what's going on in here. Okay. So who's that? Young woman wrinkles her nose when she notices you. You can swear you've seen the symbol engraved on her necklace before. If you want to pay the respects to that old creep, follow the corridor to the right. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Pressing a handkerchief to your nose, you enter the dark room. There's no way they allowed your grand uncle to just lie here. What was the correct bow and club holder? Maybe the other guests will know. So I can go in the corridor. You notice another family member has arrived. You notice all guests are studying small cards. You should ask them about it. A pair is standing next to a window. The man is muttering something to himself while his wife is observing her. You, with the unnaturally bulgy eyes. You didn't get this with the letter. Here, you can have mine. Okay, so he gave us the vigil pamphlet. We would like to thank you on behalf of our clients for participating in this vigil on such short notice. He was a spiritual person and left instructions we are asking you to follow closely. 9 p.m. start of the vigil. 10 p.m. pray over the body. Bow, 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 bow. 11 p.m. modest supper. 12 a.m. pray over the body. Bow clap, bow clap. 1 a.m. Come on. Nothing. 2 a.m. feed the plants in the study with blood. 3 a.m. cover the mirror in the storage room. 4 a.m. nothing. 5 a.m. end of the vigil. Okay, so I should go and inspect this food. What? So he's got this little symbol on his feet, on his foot. So it was bow, 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 bow. I think you got the right order. So it's 10 p.m. So I should go and explore a bit. Yep. In the mirror, you catch a glimpse of something that shouldn't be there. Nice, plus 2% do. So now I should check out the supper. The smell is nauseating, but you put some meat on your plate. I'm going to use it. Hunger. -1 charisma. Okay. I mean, that's fine with me. As long as it's not that much. So now, what should I do? Pray over the body. It's at 12 a.m. It looks like one of the previous owners of this mansion liked to read. Dusty tomes reached the ceiling. You don't have much time, but maybe you could spare some to look through the book. I don't have time. I know I'm going to get probably a spell, so, and this is not worth it. It's midnight, you should go and pray. The body, it's missing. Okay. Where is everybody? Should go and explore then. The investigation, yeah, I know that. Let's not pretend like we want to be here. Okay, so assemble. I cannot do anything. So what was the thing I was supposed to do? It's... No, I don't care. It's 1 AM. I don't have nothing to do. The investigation can wait. A hot bath is too inviting. Take 1. I gain 1. I regain 1 reason. Okay. So now I should... I'm going to feed the plants. Okay, so the plant has been fed. Should go now. So what's next? 3 AM. Cover the mirror on the storage room. Corpses are strung up on a wire, like macabre marionettes with painted smiles and rosy cheeks. Cheeks. Come on. Storage rooms. Kill them. So, hello, sir. What's in there? Meat cleaver. Speed 95. Okay, so no, I'm not going to use the meat cleaver. So 4 AM. I have nothing more to do. Hearing a shuffling sound coming from behind a wardrobe. You decide to push it out of the way. You discover a niche in the wall. Someone has put 3 dusty dolls in there. When you try to reach and grab one, however, they jump off and scatter around the room, giggling. Hello? So I should go quickly because I cannot do anything to protect myself because I am in a current state of withdrawal as the vigil is nearing its end. The whole mansion shakes more and more until the walls start to collapse, revealing the shocking truth about your whereabouts. Walls of the corridor collapse and revealing an alien landscape. You can taste blood in your mouth as the slimy appendages slowly get closer. A voice in your head tells you what to do. Sacrifice the guest on okay, carve the cursed symbol. Going with the sacrifice. An unseen force leads your hands. You reach for a knife and stab a surprised guest. And the other one too. The price is paid. A voice booms in your head as everything gets dark. When you wake up, you find yourself lying on the wet grass. The old mansion nowhere to be seen. Standing next to you is a naked, bloated old man. You recognize a tattoo on the man's toe. It's your deceased grand uncle. With a coarse voice, he explains the ritual. You try to keep up with him, but you're weak and your head spins. The death toll must remain the same. 2 die and 2 survive. You feel like vomiting as the old man who has cheated death disappears behind trees. Everything gets dark. The man who you thought was your uncle has cheated death, making you an accessory to murders. You know police officers won't believe you when you tell them the truth, and you do your best to forget the nightmares you left behind. Ending C. So 45 experience. Yes, okay. Winds of Plague. A weird epidemic keeps staff at the hospital busy. Skipping the line will cost you more. Okay. Another key. Let's go for this one. Your neighbor asked you to help. Her husband, Shiro-san, has gone missing. She's worried that it might be connected with the new fertilizer he ordered from Tokyo. What is he doing and where is he? You've got a business card of a gardening company where the missing man was working. Maybe some of his colleagues could tell you anything useful. Yeah, sure. Mycology maniac. Going to go to the school before. I'm not sure I will succeed. Okay, so you enter the kitchen. Even though it's abandoned and the lights are off, something is cooking in a large pot. You don't like the smell of it. Still no knife, so -2 reason. Hearing footsteps behind you, you realize you are not the only student here. A girl wearing a demon's mask starts giggling as she's getting closer. Okay, please. I'm getting... Okay, steak knife. Steak knife. A new yet undefined species of the cordyceps fungus has been observed to infect rats, taking over their bodies. Could it have the same effect with other mammals? Okay. The roads seem to twist and turn when you're not looking, trapping you in this neighborhood. Get lost. +2% doom. I'm going to survive. Once again. Shiro-san has always been a weirdo, but he was good at what he did. Last month, he ordered a pack of an experimental fungicide from Tokyo. I think I've seen the dispatch order with address somewhere, the old man says. Help me move this dirt and I'll look for it. Okay. So he's making me work for free to an exchange of the order. Follow the wheel, man. Okay. Success, so I got -2% doom. While the dispatch order is stained with a foul-smelling liquid, you think you can make out the address. At least part of it. The house is somewhere in the nearby forest. Okay, so in the village. Walking through the village, you're suddenly pulled behind a building. 2 menacing-looking masked figures block your escape. Do you sell the old ones? Yes. Well, shit. We knew it. The prophecies were true. The masked figures relax a bit, taking off their masks. We apologize for this, master. So I gained 2 allies, but I gained also 10% doom. So I have Kazumi, cheaper treatment and surgery actions, and Iwa, +2 strength. I mean, okay. It's dark, you don't remember the trees growing so close to each other. So I have to them. A parasitic organism burrows under the bark, undulating slowly. Cut it open. You cut the tree and quench your thirst with the dark red sap. Now, I'm not sure this is something good to do, but okay. Oh, I can level up. So I'm going to regain reason. And I want that, please. A sudden storm forces you to find a shelter in a nearby cave. Looking around, you discover strange markings on the cave's walls. Flashlight. Flashlight beam reveals additional symbols hidden in the shadows. They help you interpret the spell instruction drawn on the cave's wall. Okay, so I gained a spell. I'm going to forget it for one reason. You have a feeling that you're being watched, and when you hear a branch snapping, you quickly turn around. There is someone standing in the trees, just a few meters away. Confront the person. It's just a creepy scarecrow. Relieved, you decide to leave the area just in case. So I gain 5 EXP. The dirt road looks promising, but it branches in 2 different directions. Which one is the correct one? Can I please stop like investigating things that are not good for me? It said that a famous priest died on this rock. Perhaps his mysticism has seeped into it. Or not, I gain 2% doom. You feel you have attracted the attention of something terrible. The dirt road you've been following suddenly ends. You have to go back. Nice. Oh, finally. Finally, after what it felt like hours of following the dirt road, you find the old mansion. It's completely overgrown, with plants you've never seen before. In front of the mansion, there's something the gardening company minivan filled. There's the gardening... Where did I... Something... There wasn't a something. There's a gardening company minivan filled with boxes. Slowly you enter the building with caution. You stand in the middle of the room when suddenly the floor gives up. And you fall down to the basement. Falling through the hole in the floor, you find yourself in an overgrown basement. In the corner lies a man you recognize. It's Shiro-san, the missing gardener. You must help him escape this cursed place. Wait, what? Okay, so this isn't a combat, so I have to help him escape. So I'm going to lead him and protect him. I don't know how much that did to me. I'm going to lead him 2 times. Come on, please. How much help? Ah, okay. It does have like... What? Can we go now, please? This is going... This... What? But how? This isn't fair. Come on, just die. What? So, how many times did I have to do the leading thing to get him outside? Plants continue to attack you as you and the gardener flee from the forest, only to suddenly stop when you reach the city limits. You manage to call an ambulance from a phone booth, but lose consciousness before it arrives. Yeah, because I'm dying and I'm probably dead now. You wake up in an hospital. You want wounds treated. When asked about Shiro-san, the doctors are puzzled. You were the only person they found. The gardener is missing to this day. I'm dead. Why? Store closed. The friendly dog disappeared last night. You will have to find a new place to buy equipment. Okay, but you know that I'm dead, right? Like this. This is the fact that I'm dead. Oh wait. I'm -1. Is it the minus? It looks like a minus. I'm going to. It wasn't a minus. And I misclicked. I should have been good for like one event, but I guess okay. So I'm going to. That's not what I wanted to. So I'm going to click randomly. So far out. Fable of a Fear Festival. Your aunt had sent you a letter inviting you for a curious sounding festival. It's held every 27 years in a small village. You don't like the sound of it, but your parents both agree you need a break from all the stress. Inside the letter, there's a bus ticket. What's the worst thing that could have happened? You ask yourself as you board the bus. Dying, maybe. So, that's it. So I'm sorry, but I'm going to end it there. I'm way too much sick for continuing. I'm feeling like getting weaker and weaker every second I'm playing. So I'm a bit sick. My throat is hurting me, and I think I should get some rest. So yeah, that was the stream for today. Hope you liked it, and I might be end up doing it again because I'm very frustrated by the ends I've got. Like, I didn't get nowhere. So yeah, I might do it again. So thank you and goodbye.